It's Saturday, everybody, which means a lot of people are out there enjoying their weekends. But me and Lance Bachman are here, as usual, talking about social media and specifically what network is going to be the best for your business. So let's kick them off with the granddaddy of them all, Lance. If you like targeting, you really want to get in the weeds, or if you're a masochist who likes spending a lot of time doing something, Facebook is the one for you.
Well, if you're above 35 years old, if your target audience is above 35,
which is crazy to hear.
I always love to hear when people say it's only young people on Facebook. It's only young people on Facebook.
Quite the opposite, my friend.
It's actually 35 and above, the majority of them. So if you're trying to target business owners for the most part, right, and that's who you're really going after, or homeowners, even if some homeowners are below 35.
Yep.
Facebook's a great avenue for you.
It really is.
And there's so much you can do on Facebook. The problem is this. Everyone thinks you can hit that freaking boost button, and that's advertising on Facebook, and it's not.
No.
There's so much more into it, and they wonder why they don't get results. They're frustrated. They're like, I wasted money. Boy, I got all these views.
Well, you did waste money, number one. So you're right about that, yeah.
I mean, but it's a constant. We hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't set nothing up correctly. You didn't set any of your audience up correctly. You didn't use any of your own data to set anything up.
That's important.
Yeah. It's huge, but point blank, if your target audience is 35 and above, Facebook or Fakebook, whatever you want to call it, is for you.
Shots fired at Zuck over there, Lance. Yeah, Facebook too, and like we always do Facebook retargeting for literally everybody who doesn't have that immediate purchase, right?
100%.
So people,
I mean, you should be doing Facebook retargeting for everything you do. I mean, that's a no-brainer. No matter what business and service you're in, if you're not doing that, that's on you. I mean, 1/3 of a phone touch is Facebook.
Yep.
1 out of 3. So, I mean, that's just on you. That's just you not being an idiot. That's you being an idiot on steroids.
Idiots on steroids, and you're pushing the boost button like it's going to do something. So,
well, I love the boost button. I love that.
That's the one.
We're boosting this week.
Oh yeah, we're boosting. Everybody's getting ready for it. But let's parlay that into Facebook's child, their stepchild, Instagram. Which if you're running ads on Facebook, you build them. If you're running them on Instagram, you build everything out on Facebook anyway.
Right.
So with demographics a little different, and you have a little bit more opportunity with specific things sometimes on Instagram, especially if you're e-commerce, because you can a lot of times purchase right there in the app.
Well, they have their own store. So a lot of a lot of e-commerce today, people are just going and doing an Instagram store, and it's up before their website's actually up, Bernie. These new, smaller e-commerce. So do I agree with it? No, but they're trying to click a photo, make it shareable, identify it, and sell the product right through there. Some people do have success from it. A lot don't because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Instagram's core age is 18 to 35.
Yep.
I believe it's younger because you have to be 18 to have an account.
Yep.
But I can tell you this, the majority of my nephews, nieces, friends we talk to all have Instagram accounts.
Everybody's on Instagram.
Well, I mean, I have an Instagram account.
You love Instagram.
I'm not their target market, though. But my point being I believe it's younger. And the reason why this is so good for e-commerce is, and anyone selling, any of these places like the altitudes, the jump zones, any place that are getting kids to it, you want to be on Instagram. But the problem is, once again, people just pretty much don't use Boost. It's a different thing, going right through their phones, just clicking a few different things and going. They don't get results because nothing's set up properly.
Yeah, you got to connect that page to a Facebook page. Run the ads from an ads manager
with
account.
all your data and make sure it's set up correctly.
Have it all set up. And last on Instagram too, just like everybody says, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention it. Instagram, you got anything visual? Place to be. You want to put visual stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, a Tony Brio that is built, good looking, and ripped and shredded to death. I mean, he should be running Instagram ads to everyone under 40. What's up, Tony? Right? Under 40, from 28 to 40 is his demographic, maybe. And then the same thing on Facebook, just with his shirt off. And
just do your thing, Tony.
Let it rip.
Yeah, let it rip. Next here, we got Twitter. A lot of people forget about Twitter. Most people, especially if you're a government entity or like you're in sports, you're an NGO, something like that, Twitter's going to be a good place for you because people go there for news and everything. And like if you're a government agency, you're looking for donations or looking for views to get kind of a message out.
Really what Twitter's great for, because politicians, it's good for you and you use it and you know that and you're already running ads on it constantly. That's part of everyone's campaign. The other part is nonprofits. It's a home run.
Yeah.
To get your views out there, what your fight is, what you're trying to change. And we know nonprofits do very well on Twitter, getting their message out there because it's so live time. So you really make a good impact in your local community with a nonprofit on Twitter. That's the biggest one we see having success on Twitter.
Yeah, but speaking of people, who have a visual platform that really have a hard time with the audience segmenting and kind of getting the right people, Pinterest, right?
Yes.
Running ads on Pinterest. A lot of times I actually had a remodeling company last week I talked to. Their biggest source of traffic was Pinterest, but they only serviced the Baltimore area. But they had so many people coming in from all over the country on these Pinterest ads they were running who aren't going to buy shit from them when it comes to.
Well, not remodeling unless you're packing up the boys and taking a truck cross country.
So, Pinterest, obviously, it can blend things. The organic stuff's really good on Pinterest. I guess if you're looking to put your stuff out there for people to click on and kind of go through.
Where Pinterest we've seen do well is very well for stores that sell food, recipes, those type of things, getting people. If you ship, they do very well. If you're not shipping, Pinterest becomes very hard.
If you're not shipping and if you're like hyper local, probably not the best place for you.
No.
You'll get on there, do your thing. If you're a celebrity on Pinterest, God bless you, but not the best place to look for results. But let's go on to TikTok. Now, Lance, obviously everybody, you included, we all remember the ocean spray guy on the longboard in California. So this is all about viral content, and viral content really rare, right? So
you're seeing people taking their TikTok stuff and putting it to Instagram now and Facebook also. They go shoot a cool video and then they put it on Facebook and Instagram. So that's one thing you're starting to see that trend, which makes you wonder if someone's doing that, are they not getting the love on TikTok, right? Is their audience not big enough? Because let's be realistic, the reason why people are posting is they want to see how many likes they get, how many views.
Yep.
They want to. It's
vanity.
It is vanity. And so that's one big piece of it. The other part is, from a business side, though, TikTok, when you look at it, and it's easy for a place like news, right? The Washington Post has that funny thing, and I think they have almost close to 1 million followers watching it. When they come out, they do the news, and they give their spin on today's news, and they make it funny, right? Well, that's simple. If you're a typical business and you go on TikTok, it's going to be very hard if you don't have an influencer and you're selling apparel or you're selling something good. The average service, take a lawyer and you can do a cool skit on TikTok.
You gotta be creative if you're gonna be on TikTok.
You do, and
you
push it out. And you gotta be willing to put yourself out there, right? So TikTok, I don't believe is one of the strongest platforms for the everyday SMB.
Definitely not.
But for people with bigger programs and bigger pockets, TikTok's a great thing. I do think TikTok, for someone that is edgy and willing to speak their mind, do cool stuff, TikTok's a great way to build your own brand.
Yeah.
I look at Kairos and our own company.
I was just gonna say we got an ace in the hole when it comes to TikTok.
We do, and but he puts himself out there. Like, he would talk about breaking up with his girlfriend. I probably wouldn't feel comfortable talking breaking up with my wife if I broke up. I'd probably be in the whole crying somewhere,
Sorry,
right? So, but I probably wouldn't feel comfortable. He talks about political things, right? Don't really talk about social issues. This is not my thing on social media, which is fine.
And he does funny shit. It's fun. He does
Gilmore Girls. I found out who the Gilmore Girls are.
In the Gilmore Girls. Great show.
So I've never seen it. Never heard of Kairos, but that's besides the point. He brings things to the table for his own brand that he's trying to do. As a business, you can do the same thing as long as you know who your target audience is and put the money behind it and boost it in front of them.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to have things go viral the way the ocean spray guy did. He got lucky.
That was lightning.
He got lucky. He got lucky. That could have sizzled out.
Yeah.
So I think when you look at TikTok, it's not the most thing that we're going to go for. But you can actually, if you are an HVAC company, how-tos on TikTok and make cool things.
I see HVAC guys do the dances on TikTok too. They get a lot of likes and followers there. So if you guys are cool and you guys have creative people over there, by all means give it a shot. But don't hold your breath.
And what I will tell you as a small business, and I'm going to tell you this point blank, every agency out there will tell you got to be on every platform. You got to be on every platform, right? LinkedIn, you got to be on. And LinkedIn's more of a B2B, and that's why we didn't cover that today. And we're going to cover that in detail by itself. But don't think you got to be on every single one. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Bullshit. Pick one or two and do them well. Pick one or two. When someone says to me, "Oh, Lance, or YouTube," I start fucking laughing. I'm like, I don't use YouTube, even though it's the #1 place. It's not the core platform I use. I use Facebook. I use Instagram next. Everyone knows that. Then I go to LinkedIn. YouTube's one of the last. Am I going to get better on YouTube and start building that? Sure.
Yeah, dude.
But you have companies to run. You can't do everything. You can't do everything perfect. And if that's what you're looking for, you might as well fail now, wrap it up, close the day. What I'd suggest everyone to do, Bernie, I always say this, start with one social media platform. Learn that really well. Bang that out. Then go to the second one.
Yeah, smash that one, then get good, and then kind of start working your way up.
What do you say?
I say retarget, man. Everybody retarget.
you should be doing retargeting, but that's kind of off the beaten path.
All right, well, don't boost. Definitely retarget. I also say if you're gonna be on TikTok, you better be cool because a lot of people talking about TikTok, and it's like I don't know if you're gonna hang on TikTok. It's really cool out there. You know what I mean? It's pretty young.
Is that a shot at me?
I mean, it's not a shot at you directly, but I get some people coming out here. You know, they want to talk about TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not even really good.
Bernie,
Yeah.
I am cool.
He's the coolest, guys. Don't worry
Jesus,
about that.
what is going on?
Throw some ice on the Digital Lion logo right here, Tito. Put it in the corner. He's the coolest. All right, yeah, I think that's good. A good conversation today about social media and which platform is best for you. If you have any questions or you want to talk to Kairos, definitely let us know and we'll set you up with a meeting.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to follow me at Lance Bachman on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Facebook at Lance Bachman Digital. And every Thursday we drop a new podcast. Don't forget to listen to it. We're giving out great content. And remember this is the time to build your business right now. Let's effing go, everybody.